dancing's what makes me whole. Get up on the floor, dancing on the low. Get up on the floor.
Welcome to Vantalk. I am Sasha Honey, and I'm here today with sommelier Stephen Hart, and he is the founder of pop-up wine events in Vancouver. Can you tell me a little bit about your pop-up wine events?
Well, what we're doing is we're taking really unique locations and we're hosting wine events in them, both to promote the location and to have a little bit of fun and, do some tastings and educate people on wine.
You have pairings of food and wine at your events. Can you give me an example of what you've paired together and why are they paired together?
One of my favorites that we did was a lox salmon with a little bit of a citrus creme fraiche on top and then a bit of dill over top of a crostini. And so the reason that I chose to do that was it was the Pinot Noir event, and the Pinot Noir and the salmon go really well with each other. They complement each other and have very similar bodies. And the creme fraiche was there, the citrus creme fraiche, which is almost a yogurt-based citrus sauce. And what that did is it has a bit of acidity in it to kind of keep up with the acidity of the Pinot Noir. For one of our upcoming events, we're doing a champagne, and we might have, believe it or not, chips and truffle oil, because the champagne's acid will cut through the grease of the chips, but it also replicates the pop sound that chips have.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had no idea champagne and chips would go together.
Or fries.
Really? Okay. Good to know.
Good to know.
If I opened a bottle of white wine and I pour myself a glass and I close it, how long would this wine last outside my fridge?
Well, inside the fridge or not, what happens to wine is it oxidizes, which means that it's like how an apple would change colors. The wine will start to go, and the best thing to do is in the fridge or not in the fridge. You should always have white wine in the fridge. So the best thing to do is actually, if you can, is pump the air out of the wine, and you can pick up a pump for like $4. Even I think they even sell them at Home Hardware. And that ideally will save your wine the longest. However, when it comes to just putting it in the fridge, I think that it's totally personal preference. And if you're willing to palate a week-old wine in the fridge, then all the power to you. But I know I personally wouldn't go longer than 2 days.
Oh, wow! When you're at a restaurant, you order some wine and the server comes and you get the first taste, what is this process supposed to be like? What are you looking for?
Well, it depends on if I'm really there for the wine, if I'm just there to enjoy it. And I think if I'm really focused on the wine, the main things that I'll do is I first look at the edge and I see if there's a ring around it, and if there's a clear ring, that'll kind of gauge the year that the wine was, if I don't know. And then I look at the colors, and then that'll also kind of help me tell what I'm dealing with age, and I'll look for sediment or residual sugar in the wine.
So the clear rim,
yeah.
How do you tell age looking at that?
The bigger the clear rim gets on the inside of the glass is how it'll indicate how old the wine is or how long it's been aged.
And this is after swirling.
This is after swirling, yeah.
Right.
And as for taste, we're tasting to see if the wine is essentially off with cork, which just means that oxygen is cut into the bottle while it's aged. And that's something, it's almost like a hot tub kind of smell, something you pick up on right away, even if you weren't a sommelier or not.
Okay.
Send it back pretty quick, I bet. So.
Starting a new company like you've done is quite stressful, I would imagine. So I'm wondering how you handle the pressure and stress that comes with it.
I have really good support team.
Okay.
It is stressful, and events is one of the top 10 stressful jobs you can have. And so you take entrepreneurship and events and you combine it, and I feel like quite often I call people and just to talk.
Yeah. So who's your team?
Nicole Gal, who's my writer, I call quite often. And I also talked to a gentleman out of Calgary named Johannes, who's a very successful entrepreneur. He's kind of actually.
Oh,
so
how did you connect with him?
I met him years ago in Calgary, and he actually came to France with me. And was there to kind of support me in broadening my wine knowledge and doing stuff with friends and some traveling for quite a while.
That's really neat. Yeah.
So he's still there, like anytime I meet him and I call him, and he's like, yeah, this is what's going to happen, and if it doesn't, learn from it. And so that's what I've been doing.
That's a good attitude. I'm wondering who inspires you.
I'm inspired by, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a person. There's very successful people out there that inspire me. Richard Branson, I absolutely love, and I think that he's a very inspirational person. But I think my main drive of to become the best that I can is because I'm young and I know that I'm taking some crazy risks and leaps. Is that I hope that I could actually inspire other people. And I think that just knowing that inspires me to continue on.
Can you make any accents?
I think I was getting really good at the French accent when I was.
Let's hear.
No,
Let's hear.
It'll be rather embarrassing, but
I can do a British one if you do French.
okay, let's hear your British. Maybe we can have a conversation.
Hello, how's it going? I'm from Britain. Now I'm interviewing Stephen Hart. How's it going, Stephen?
Oui, it's going pretty well, I guess. We're just talking about some wine and baguettes.
Bigots? Oh, I'm not supposed to do the French. What is the best wine bang for your buck?
That's a question I get asked all the time, especially because I still do go to school part-time and students are on budgets. And so when I go into the liquor store and I'm looking for wine, best bang for buck, what I do is depending on what I'm craving that day, I then find that hour. I then find the wine grown in the region that's known, so the varietal that's known to the region, so say a Riesling from Alsace. And that'll help me kind of tell, like, I know I'm going to get the quality, so then I just have to work with the price. Or what I do is I go for places that I know have really low labor costs, because that's what drives up a lot of the costs here in Canada and the States. You have to pay people a fair bit to work in the wineries and to harvest the grapes. And so sometimes it's a little bit easier when you go for countries like Chile or Argentina, where their labor costs aren't as high and they still produce phenomenal grapes. So that's what I'll do.
Interesting.
When I'm on a tight
Is there
budget.
a particular label that you've come across?
An amazing one, again, back to the Riesling Alsace, is called Bluefeld. And it's this tall, skinny blue bottle. And I think it's like $11. And in the summer, I could drink it all day.
Wow.
It's phenomenal.
Bluefeld.
Bluefeld, yeah.
Bluefeld.
Bluefeld wine. I don't work for them or anything. I just enjoy their
On the
wine.
side.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for watching.